Hey, hello everyone, and yes, we are continuing our journey of the mission midterms, and today we are here with another one short session of friction. So, welcome everyone. Let's just get the formalities done. Clearly audible and visible, let me know and give me a thumbs up. I'm good, thank you. How are you guys? Good evening, namaste, sat shri akal, assalam. Yes. I'm good, Ritika. How are you? Hello. I'm good, people. So, ready for midterms, huh? Fine. Thank you. Nice. Thank you, Pavitra, Anita. Hello, Palak, Advika, Aditya, Nagendra. Science lover. Nice. Oh, Sanvi. Nice. I'm good. Everything is perfect, huh? Nice. All right. So, like the video, huh? Oh, for the first time, Rekha, means let us see how will you enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Huh? Chalo. So the video told you about ANTHE. So I'm just going to repeat you three important points. First is up to 100% scholarships. It's a national level exam, all India rank. There are cash rewards and there is a link in the description from which you can register. And the moment you register, you get these 4 mock tests for free. Important thing is, it's a free exam. Everybody can register it. You don't need to be a part of already any course or anything. You can just register it for free. Yeah? Already subscribed and liked. Very good. I'm good, people. Oh, okay. मैं बढ़िया एकदम. Alright, ठीक है. Exam dates are 5 to 13 November is online and 6 to 13 November is offline. So please enroll. It's a good opportunity, I would say. We find very less exams which test us on an all India level, and this is one of them. Very good, very prestigious exam. Make sure you just subscribe, or I would say you register for it and give it. And people, no ignoring happening here. कोई ignore नहीं हो रहा है. Maharashtra board student syllabus काफी हद तक same है. So I would say you can just keep on placing the topics which are extra in your board in the comment section of the video. Our team will have a look. I'm good. Yes. Ignoring the new. See, people, this is going to be a one short session, means we'll have to cover this complete chapter in this next 40-45 minutes. Means I will see all your questions. It's not like I'm ignoring, but that question, if it's important, I'll take it. Maybe I miss it, but you keep on asking, don't worry, है ना? But I won't take questions which will make me go sideways from the session, है ना? Those questions I won't take, but you can post them in the comment section, okay? Alright, deal, by the way. Ready to understand and learn friction? Because we are doing the mission midterm. In 45 days, we are targeting 100% in the midterm exams. We'll give you notes, PDFs, exam-focused questions, doubt-solving session. This is new, by the way. Huh? We are trying it for the first time, and it's pretty good, right? The one-shot marathons and mock tests. So we'll do mock tests also, right? So make sure you are a subscriber to this channel, because in 45 days, let's try to just target for 100. You shoot for 100%. Even if you miss, 99 aa jayega, 98 aa jayega. At least we'll target for 100, no? Right? ठीक है? Nice, very good, Aditya. Anna, you love one-shot videos? Very good. Chalo, let's start. Fine. Ready? Come on, show us excitement. Let's start revising friction completely. Chalo, come on. There are a few portions that starting and kinetic friction 1, which we haven't covered in the concept capsule session, but today we are covering it. And excited, super duper excited, ready? Easy, fine, good to go. बहुत बढ़िया, चलें. Let's go, come on. So I'll start you first of all with a question. Bicycle. We all like to ride bicycle, no? There is a force of friction between the tires of bicycle. Do you know what direction is it? Oh, nice, Manya. You know what direction the friction works in the bicycles? And people who might have seen the application, they might know. Opposite, friction, straight. Alright, because you know what? Opposing it. This is not a question which is very easy to answer. A lot of adults make mistake in this. Now I'm just showing you this question because the concept is very easy. And while revising itself, this whole session, by the end you will tell me, sir, easy question to tha, what was there? Right? है ना? Right? ठीक है? Menti lover. See, Menti में, do you think this is possible in Menti? This animation? Not possible. Menti is just plain pictures, nothing else. It's not possible. So Menti is good for questions. For explanation में, you will have a lot of problem, believe me. है ना? So I know from my experience. So don't worry. Menti is good for questions. Whenever we do questions, we'll take care of Menti also. है ना? चलो. Oh, it's okay, पलक. डरने का नहीं. हम हैं. Alright, चलो. ठीक है? So we are talking about friction. What is friction? What is friction? I'll give you one statement. Tell me it's true or false. Friction opposes motion. It's okay, Samuel. Not a problem. Friction opposes motion. True or false? Tell me. False. False. Hello. True. False. True. No, it's false. Very good. It's not. Acha, haan. Who was asking? I think someone was asking. In the last session, someone was asking. Okay, I'll tell you. So, friction opposes motion. It's not entirely false, but you will say it is false. Why? Because it's not true. Sir, why it is not true? Because friction opposes the relative motion. Sir, what is the difference? Difference is, if I say between my two hands, they both are moving like this. Is there friction between them? Between both of my hands, is there a friction? Tell me. Hey, Pavya. Yes, come on. Is there a friction between two hands? No. Why? Because both of them are moving with same speed in the same direction. Matlab, this hand is at rest with respect to this hand. है ना? If someone asks this hand, अरे, what is your next hand? What is it? Rest in motion. You know, this hand will say, this isn't rest. Why? Because both are moving with same speed in the same direction. है ना? Means they both are at rest with respect to each other, right? But what will you say? Sir, motion is there. Is there a friction? No. Means there should be a relative motion. Matlab, this hand should say, when this hand moves on top of me, then there will be friction. Matlab, relative motion, either this or this or this. Not this. This is motion, no friction. But this is a relative motion. Got it? Right? That is why I'm saying that statement is false. The proper word is relative motion. Got it? Yes. Important. Manya, 15 September. Force and pressure. See, we'll cover. 15 September we'll do, don't worry. There's a lot of time. 45 days we will cover everything. Right? So what did I say? I'm saying friction opposes relative motion. What is the meaning of relative motion? When both of the hands are moving together with the same speed in the same direction, means both of them with respect to each other are at rest. है ना? If you are moving in a train and next to you another car is going with the same speed, you will say this car is at rest. Why? Because both are moving with the same speed. Same thing is happening with these two hands. They both are saying to each other, अरे तुम तो rest पे हो. Right? That is what they are doing. But is it true? Sir, they both are in motion. But is there a friction between them? No, because relatively they are at rest. So what is the meaning of relative motion? When they rub each other. When this hand moves with respect to this hand. Either like this or like this. That is when the friction comes. Hai na? Yes, very good, Aditya. They both should move but not have same velocity. Bus. So velocity word I was reluctant to use, but if you know, very good. ठीक है ना? रब होना चाहिए. बहुत अच्छे. Right? Now, what are the causes of friction? So once we said, sir, there is a force called as friction which tends to oppose the relative motion of a body. Badhiya. But sir, why there is friction? If you ask me, sir, why there is friction? So the reason is, whenever you see any smooth object, let's say you take this remote also. This remote looks like a very smooth object. But when you just take a very microscopic view of this, achha, what is velocity? And that's why I was reluctant to talk about velocity. Velocity is nothing but is the rate of change of displacement. I would say, for you, I would say velocity is the speed in a particular direction. Right? So, if a body is going in this direction with 5 meters per second, I will say its velocity is 5 meters per second to the right. ये उसकी velocity हो जाती है. Bigger implications we'll talk in future. है ना? हाँ. So, on the microscopic level, a surface is not smooth. Truly, it's never smooth, right? Speed plus direction equals velocity, correct, है ना? So on microscopic level, let's say this was a box, this was the ground. There are ऐसे hills and valleys, है ना? What are irregularities? We call them asperity. Sometimes. This is an extra word, by the way. This is extra knowledge, asperity. It's okay if you not use it. Irregularity is fine, है ना? So a surface is not smooth. It has hills and valleys like this. And top surface also has hills and valleys. Now if these two hills and valleys come in contact of each other and you try to move this thing, they will just interact, no? They will push each other. This is what? It is friction. This is one of the way of friction, है ना? Hills and valleys. Oh, Manya, you know what? I won't explain this right now, but I'll suggest you one video. There is a video called as Why the Moon Appears to be Following Us. Watch that, you will get your answer. Okay, Manya, I've answered your question. Because it'll take me some time, but I will just move away from the session. Okay? Why does moon appear to follow us? It's a BYJU'S video. Watch it, it's good. You will get the answer. Now, bond formation or adhesion. So what happens now? When two surfaces come very close to each other, there are slightly bonds forming. So you can just say adhesion is what? When, let's say, you take a drop of water on your hand, right? You take a drop of water on your hand and you push it. It's not like the whole drop goes now. It leaves a trail. That is what we call as adhesive forces or adhesion. Adhesion is what? Between two different molecules, there is a force, which attracts both of them. That is what we call as adhesion. Parallax effect, correct, right? So that's why when two surfaces come close to each other, there are adhesion forces also, which makes them to stick. Now you can understand, if this surface is coming to this surface and this surface is adhesive forces are working, it means it is sticking to this surface. If it is sticking to this surface, means it will have difficulty in moving. Friction. So friction ke liye, I'll tell you two ways or two possibilities. Irregularities, adhesive forces. Okay? You can say both of them. So friction come into picture because of interactions, because of two surface interactions, irregularities and adhesive forces. Right? Adhesion. It's a common word also. ये फेविकोल को क्या बोलते हैं? What do you call this? The glue and fevicol. We call them adhesives, no? Adhesives. The thing which joins two surfaces is adhesive. Simple, right? Nice. Now factors affecting friction. So we have learned adhesion is bond. Simple, right? So we have learned about friction. It's a force opposing relative motion. We have learned about what or why friction occurs. Because of irregularities, surfaces are not exactly smooth, and adhesive forces, adhesion. Now the question is, what are the factors that affect the friction? First is roughness. Now roughness is actually similar to those hills and valleys. If let's say I have this smooth remote, and apart from this I have this rough paper, right? Rough tissue paper, let's say, right? So microscopically we all can agree to this. Sir, it's okay. Microscopically both will have hills and valleys, but this paper will have bigger hills and valleys. Kyun? Because it's a rough surface, right? So that's why we can say, roughness means what? More hills and valleys. Acha, Tanya, adhesion is kuch nahi hota. Adhesion is just, take example of fevicol and a surface. If adhesive forces are working between two different molecules, water and plastic, water and glass, so all these are adhesive forces which make some molecules of a body to stick to other molecules. Sticking, chipakna, usko bolte hain adhesion, bas, hai na? Rough surface has more irregularities. So rough surface mein, these are the hills and valleys. More irregularities. Agar big are the hills and valleys, means more will be the interaction. Now aise, hai na? Alright. Smooth surface, less hills and valleys, less will be interaction. Chota hills and valleys hai. So interaction is like this, aise, right? Got it? Hai na? Easy. Yeah. And just let me know in the comment section if you do not have notes of any session, and I will make sure you get all the notes. Yes, correct. Smooth surface has less hills and valleys. Very good, Mathuri, right? Chalo. Next factor is the weight. Okay. Sir, smoothness was easy to understand, है ना? Okay, smoothness matlab hills and valleys are smaller. Rough matlab hills and valleys are bigger. So more friction, less friction. That is fine. Weight. What is the meaning of weight? Right? Oh, alright, Shweta. I'll try to remember, but if I call you Madhuri, please don't mind because I just tend to forget. I'll just see the account name. Yes. Rekha, account notes you will get from Telegram. There is a link given to you in the description, the Telegram channel link. Make sure you are a part of that. It's a very good link, and even if you don't use Telegram, make sure your parents or someone has, because in that channel we give you all the notes, quiz, homework thing and everything. But yeah, no faltu time pass in that channel, only important things. Okay? Right. Nice. Weight of the body also affect the friction. But sir, why weight of the body? Bhai, what is weight? What is weight if I ask you? What is weight? Yes, there is more friction in rough surface. What is weight of a body? Link for the next class, Mahi. It must be there on the channel, no? Okay, Ankita. Mass into gravity, right? Hai na? Weight is what? It is the force with which Earth is attracting you. Sir, that is true. Okay. Now, let me think. If let's say this is one body and this is another body I'm keeping on top of it. If this body is heavy, right? If the upper body is heavy, matlab, it will be attracted more downwards. Acha, theek hai. If let's say this white body has these hills and valleys, and the body on the top has these hills and valleys, right? If its weight is more, it is getting inserted more, na? Hai na? Isko, as you can think of it like both have hills and valleys, but if this is heavy, its hills and valleys dig deeper. If they dig deeper, they interact more, means the friction increases. Getting it? Important. This is very important concept. This is very important concept. I want you to focus now. How is weight affecting friction? That is one question. So just think it logically. Sir, one body is this. Lower body, it has this hills and valleys because every body has hills and valleys. Hai na? On top of it, another body came, it has this hills and valleys. Okay? Now, if the weight of top body is more, means it will be pushed like this more. Hai na? Means the hills and valleys will insert into each other. More friction will come. Hai na? Getting it? Right? What is friction? Force opposing relative motion. Jyotsna, did you miss the entire session till now? So, if you missed it, make sure you watch it again, because this too we have been covering from the starting. 18 minutes are done. Alright? Oh, okay. Yeah, please answer it out. So, more weight, more friction. Less weight means less friction, right? So, less weight means less friction. Easy. But yeah, slightly, but it's okay. Mayank, comment section में make sure you mention the name of the chapter. What is magnitude? Magnitude मतलब कितना? आपका weight कितना है? And you tell me, sir, it is 60 kg. 60 is the magnitude, right? Okay. Yes, you will get the notes at PDF. Now, let's come to the question. Why wheels are said to be one of the greatest invention of mankind? Now, people, one important information. See, till now, whatever I have covered, we already have a concept capsule session on that. We have already covered that before. Today, we are revising everything. And if you have any problem in that, I will recommend you to watch that video again. It is there on the channel already, right? Magnitude matlab kya hota hai? How much? If you go to a shopkeeper, you ask, sir, give me rice. He will ask you, how much rice? You say 5 kg. That 5 is the magnitude. Kitna? Hai na? Kg is the unit. Okay? Yes. Wheels reduce friction. From here, it is the portion which we have not covered in the concept capsules, means I'm covering it here for the first time, which means you have to be more attentive. Hai na? Focus. I understand sometimes we get questions which are not exactly relevant to the session, but it's okay. You can ask, I'll tell you if I would be able to answer or not. Okay? Magnitude plus unit makes the complete measurement. Alvin, I'm not sure what class you're talking about, but whatever links are there, no? On the channel it comes, everything. Yes. Chalo. Guys, focus, important thing. And I want you to be very, very much aware of this, right? Chalo. Why wheels are said to be one of the greatest invention? Now, if let's say there is a kid, this nice kid is there, right? He's pushing a bag. We used to do it when he's pushing a bag, but he knows it's not the smartest thing to do. This job could be made easier. How? If there were wheels on the bag, and that's why trolleys, or nowadays we have these trolley bags which have wheels. Nobody likes to carry those bags, though heavy wala bags, right? Like this. Nobody likes to carry them nowadays. We all like trolley bags. Why? Because they have wheels. Sir, what is so important thing about wheels? I mean, we all ride bicycles. That's also fine. But what is so special about wheels? The thing is, now focus. Now this is very important. Okay? I'll take time, but I want you to listen carefully. There is something called as static friction. Okay? Force that acts between the surfaces when they are at rest with respect to each other. Now I'll tell you, normally what I have seen, students, they tend to cram this small definition. Static friction, sir, it is the force that acts between the surfaces when they are at rest with respect to each other. But I would say no need to cram it. First of all, focus on this word, static. Static matlab at rest. Alright, this is the friction which comes into picture when the body is at rest. Okay, but static is what? Newton said, a body moves when you apply a net external force. Everybody agreed? Right? Concept capsule, Manya is there on the channel. If you ask for friction, if you search on YouTube, friction class 7 BYJU'S, you will get all the links. Don't worry, hai na? Right? Everybody, I'm asking you, this law, right? Newton's law, that a body will maintain its state unless there is a net external force, right? You know the concept of balanced forces and unbalanced forces, hai na? Chalo, theek hai. Now, if this body is here, right, on my hand, and I'm pushing this body, and this body is not moving. Sir, does it mean you are not applying force? No, I'm applying force. I'm pakka yaar, jhoot thodi bol raha hu main. I'm applying force, but this body is not moving. Matlab, there is another equal force which is opposing your force. Net force is 0. That is why this body is not moving, right? Hai na? Getting it? Right? Hai na? Any other name of static friction? Not that I'm aware of. We all call it static friction only. Hai na? So, friction is not more. I would say friction is equal to the force you are applying. So, the moment the body, and you know what, static friction ke liye, guys, this is a very important thing. I'm telling you because usually I don't tell if the batch is not very good. See, when you apply force, the body is not moving. You apply more force, the body is still not moving. You apply more force, and the body moves, right? Getting it? Hai na? Getting it? Matlab, you applied 1 Newton force. The body is not moving. Matlab, friction is giving you back 1 Newton force. It is equating your 1 Newton force. ठीक है? Now you said I am applying 2 Newton force. Friction is still equal to 2 Newton force because net force is 0. Body is not moving. है ना? Now you applied 3 Newton force. Friction said 3 Newton force. Okay. Now you applied 4 Newton force. Now the body moved. Oh. Which force is not allowing? No. Your force is being opposed by friction. Now static friction ke saath, the important thing is static friction is adjustable based on how much force you are applying, right? So always, okay, you are getting it na? है ना? Gravitational force नहीं है, अभी कोई जरूरत नहीं है, वो भूल जाओ. Just talk about horizontal, right? ठीक है? If a body is not moving and you are applying force, matlab there is net force 0. Sir, net force 0 matlab I am applying F force, matlab someone else is also applying F force in the opposite direction to my direction, hai na? Who is it? Friction. If you apply 1 Newton, friction applies 1 Newton. Body is not moving. You apply 2 Newton, body is not moving. Friction is also applying 2 Newton here. Okay. If you apply 3 Newton, body is not moving. Friction is applying 3 Newton now. You applied 4 Newton and the body moved. Matlab, friction had a limit. When you cross that limit, the body moves. Now, this is what we call as static friction. The friction which was coming into picture unless the body started moving. Ye sab kuch, all this is static friction. Right? You don't understand, huh? I'm coming to this, Advika. Don't worry. Okay? Till the time that body is not moving, there is a static friction in the picture. Right? The force you apply, it should be more than friction, then only the body will move. Otherwise, the body will not move. Right? No, ANTHE is not for class 6, it's for class 7th, right? Okay. So this is static friction. Now there comes a time then the body starts moving, right? So the resistance created between any two objects when they are sliding against each other. See, go with the force definition, no? F equals ma. You can say it is the 1 kg mass with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. It is what? 1 Newton. Simple, hai na? You got it, na? See, there was an easy way I could have chosen. I would have just told you, bhai dekho, static friction is the friction when the body is at rest. Sliding friction is when the body is sliding, that is the friction, sliding friction. And rolling friction is when the body is rolling. These are easier ways I could have just moved forward, but I'm not doing it. Why? I want you to understand things. That is why. Okay? Right? Hai na? Yeah, please, man. Yeah, bright word. You can. Hai na? Left corner. Which left corner? Right? Acha, left corner you are saying. This one, huh? Oh, sorry. This corner, huh? Is it called static? Yes, Pratik. Right? Oh, Jyotsna. Ha, that's fine. That comes in between sometimes. It's okay. Ha, bright word, ask the. Nothing is disturbing. Ha, okay. I have a doubt. Please ask your doubt. I'm listening. I'm just watching you. Okay. So that is why I explained you all of this, that static friction can increase its value depending on how much force you are applying, but up to a certain limit only. Uske upar nahi kar sakta hai. Uske upar the body will start moving. Okay. And that is called as sliding friction. Now the body has started sliding. This is sliding friction, right? The resistance created between any two objects when they are sliding against each other. We also call it like a kinetic friction also. Okay? Yes, ANTHE is there for class 8. What is mass? Mass is the total amount of matter a body has. Hai na? Kg is the unit, amount of matter a body has. Alright, understood? Bahut achhe, very good. See, this was difficult, I understand. I accept it was difficult, but I want you to just excel there. 100% target kiya humne. We should know everything. That's why I'm giving you everything I have. Alright, so just focus, huh? Static friction is more Harsimran. But I don't want to just go into that, okay, but I'll just give you. See, everyone, I'm telling you one very small thing which I did not tell you exactly. Static friction is more than sliding friction. So I'll give you some other color first of all. What color to choose? Yellow? Yellow is better. Okay. So, you know what? As you increase your force, the friction increases up to a certain limit. After that, it becomes constant. This is the kinetic or sliding friction. But sliding friction is actually lower than the limiting or the static friction, I would say. Okay? The maximum limit of static friction, that is actually more than the kinetic friction. So you might have seen this, and I would say think from your experience. Right? Think from your experience. I'm coming to it. Static friction is, I start pushing this table does not move, I apply more force, table does not move, I apply more force, table does not move. But when I apply very much force, and table moves. Uske baad kya lagta hai? Once the table start moving, then it feels like, now it's okay. You have seen that? If let's say heavy bag is there, you just try to make it move. It is not moving, but after a moment it moves, and then it feels easy to move it, है ना? जब तक वो चल रहा है तब तक लगता है कि आसान है चलाना. जब वो रुक गया तब लगता है अरे यार फिर रुक गया, फिर जोर लगाना पड़ेगा, right? So getting it? You have observed this? So just I am telling you this observation so that you remember static friction is actually more than sliding friction. ठीक है? Yes, sliding and kinetic friction are same, Bhavya, right? So that is why sliding friction is the resistance created between two objects when they are sliding against each other. Mania, this is the difference. Static friction is when the body does not move and friction is there, है ना? So that is the static friction. Sliding friction is only when the body is moving. That is sliding friction, right? Yes. Rolling friction. Force comes into existence when one body rolls over another body. So this one is easy. We know all wheels are the easiest. है ना? If there is a heavy bag, you want to push it, you are pushing it, it is not moving, static friction. You push more, it starts sliding, sliding friction. But then if you apply trolleys or that wheels, it's a trolley now, rolling friction. Easy, hai na? Difference between weight and mass. See, mass is the total amount of matter a body has. Weight is the force with which the planet, or I would say Earth, is attracting it. Mass times gravity, acceleration due to gravity. It's a force. Force kya hota hai? Mass into acceleration, that is the weight. Which is the smoothest surface? I won't answer this question right now. As such, this is not a smoother surface, but air hockey table, if you have seen, that is very smooth. Yes? Alright. So this is rolling friction. Now can you tell me, I'll ask you one question before actually telling this to you. What will you tell me? सबसे ज़्यादा कौन सा होता है? Static, sliding or rolling? Who is the highest? Tell me, come on. Because Harsimran, rolling friction, I won't go into detail. Class 11 पहुंच जाएंगे हम लोग. But I'm saying rolling. It's very easy to roll things. So that's why rolling friction is the least. Static, huh? No, not sliding. Static, static. I'm saying maximum. Which friction is maximum? It is the static friction. Which friction is minimum? Least. बहुत हल्का है, बहुत छोटा है. Which friction is the smallest? Rolling. Right? So if you always remember, sir, highest is static, lowest is rolling, sliding will come in between. Do you need to remember it? Do you need to cram it? No, it's easy. चाहिए इसमें, easy है ना, है ना? अच्छा, okay मान्या, thank you. Sorry, it happens है ना, कई बार ऐसा हो जाता है. चलो ठीक है. Now I'll ask you one more thing. This is not a question. I'm just asking you randomly. If I keep this remote on my hand, which friction is there? Which friction is there? Come on, tell me, jaldi jaldi. If I am just keeping this remote on my hand, which friction is there? मेरी स्माइल से तुमको लग रहा होगा कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है. No friction. Thank you, Aditya. No friction. Why no friction? See, this is a question I would have asked you in the mock test, but you know me, right? है ना, मेरे से रहा नहीं जाता. I just asked you this question. Why no friction? Because am I pushing this body? Friction will always occur when there is a tendency of relative motion. अभी क्या है? Body is nicely sitting, है ना? By earth is pulling, ये support कर रहा है, so they are at rest, not a problem. Static friction will only come into picture when I try to push this body and it does not move. If I push this, it is not moving. Static friction now came. I am applying 0 Newton, friction is 0 Newton. I am applying 1 Newton, static friction is 1 Newton. I am applying 2 Newton, static friction is 2 Newton. I am applying 3 Newton, static friction is 3 Newton. I am applying 4 Newton, static friction. बोला, oh, बस sir, माफ कर दो, please. Just leave me. I'm okay. I'm 3 Newton. Bus. Now you can go. Got it? Got it. So in this case, there is no friction because there is no external force. It will only come when there is an external force. It will equate itself to the external force. Got it? Nice. Yes. Got it? है ना? बढ़िया. Got it? Fine. समझ गया ना? दिक्कत नहीं है ना कुछ? बहुत बढ़िया. Chalo. Now let's come to the initial question with which we started. कोई बात नहीं, it's okay मान्या. See, I want you to make mistakes, huh? I want you to make mistakes because the more mistakes you do know, the more you will learn. That is important, है ना? Formula तो नहीं यार है ना? I won't give you formula right now. No. Relax. So in class 11th, I'll give you formulas, mu times normal force, but अभी तो बहुत ऊपर निकल जाएगा. I won't give you formula. This is rolling friction, that's true. But I will give you a context with which you can show off to the world what extra you have learned. देखो, there are ways in which you can figure out, sir, in which direction the frictional force will work. Now I'll give you a hint. In both the tires, I'll ask you first. On both the tires, direction of friction will be same or opposite? Yes, correct, Chandni. That's true. है ना? Same, huh? Yes, Manya, we can, but not today. Today qualitative analysis, है ना? अब ध्यान दो. Focus. Let me ask you something. Both the wheels, what is the direction of both the wheels? Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Both the wheels, what is the direction? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Tell me. Aha, Aryan. Clockwise, huh? Same. So direction of both the wheels is clockwise. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, ठीक है. Now the question is about direction of friction. So for that I have to stop this guy. Now let me tell you something. Whenever, now listen very carefully, yeah. This is a concept which higher grades, class 11 students also make mistakes. But today I'm going to explain it to you in very simple manner that you can just ask your elder brothers, sisters, 11, 12 वालों को भी आप पूछ सकते हो. So just focus now. देखो, whenever you are asked in which direction will the friction work, first of all, start with assuming there is zero friction. ठीक है sir, okay. Now let's talk about the rear wheel. Sir, you said rear wheel is going clockwise. हाँ. Why is it going clockwise? Because I'm pedaling, है ना? This person is pedaling, and that is why this tire is being forced to move in this direction, है ना? Forget about this wheel. Forget there is a front wheel. Just focus on the rear wheel. ठीक है? You are focusing, huh? Focusing. चलो. So this wheel is made to move in this direction. अच्छा ठीक. If let's say surface and tire had zero friction, what would happen? What would happen? If surface and tire had zero friction, what would happen? You are trying to move this wheel. What would happen? Come on. Give me answer. बताओ. क्या होगा? Friction ही नहीं है. हाँ, Chandni, that's true. I answered you before also. It will not move, but spin. What will happen? If this is my tire, na, and this is my surface, if there is no friction, so this tire is trying to go like this, it will keep on going like this, right? At one place only, it will just keep on spinning, ऐसे. अच्छा, ठीक. Now just focus at one instant. When this tire was trying to move in this direction, right? In which direction? In this direction. Friction will be in which direction? Friction will be in which direction? Ab now अचानक से bring friction into picture. This tire would have just spin nicely without any force, but now it is trying to go in this direction. Friction will work in opposite direction, right? मतलब if I just mark friction with this, friction is working in this direction. Why? Because this tire is trying to go in this direction. मतलब friction is working in this direction. Easy, है ना? Yes, Anita. So rear wheel is fine. So rear wheel का friction है in forward direction. So any confusion in the rear wheel? Friction is in the forward direction. Why? Because rear wheel, I am trying to move the rear wheel in this direction. मतलब friction is saying I will oppose you in forward. So friction is working in the forward direction. Easy है ना? कोई दिक्कत नहीं, no problem. चलो. Now forget about the rear wheel. अब क्या होता है? Rear wheel was moving because your pedal had a chain connected to rear wheel. That is why you were controlling the rear wheel, है ना? Why is there friction? Because these are two separate surfaces. Friction will oppose relative motion. We all know that, है ना? Yes. Spin का मतलब, माधुरी, spin मतलब होता है spin मतलब कैसे बोलूं मैं? If I take a normal tire ना, उसको ऐसे हवा में घुमा दिया, वो अपनी जगह पे ही at its own place it just keeps on spinning like this, है ना? उसको बोलते हैं spin. हाँ. What if there is no friction? So we start our solution with this assumption there is no friction. अच्छा चलो ठीक है. Rear wheel is done, है ना? अब let's focus on the front wheel. अच्छा front wheel को you are not driving. Front wheel is moving because the cycle is moving, है ना? अच्छा let's focus. Let's say you and me, we were trying to move the back wheel. That's true. Means we calculated friction from that. Now forget about everything else. Just focus on the front wheel. If there was no friction, and this front wheel was, and you were trying to move this front wheel, right? What would happen? I'll tell you what would happen. If there was no friction, and this front wheel, you were trying to move it, it would go nicely like this, without moving. Without spinning, it will just keep on going nicely. Now, sir, if friction was not there, this wheel would nicely go forward. It would nicely go forward. But the problem is there is friction. Friction opposes relative motion. Means for the front wheel, friction is backward. Getting it? Are you getting this? Means for the front wheel, friction is backward. Why? If I forget there was friction, and front wheel, I'm trying to take my cycle forward. Front wheel is going forward, there is no friction, means this cycle, this tire, this tire will keep on moving forward without any movement, without any spinning. But, and you can also think your hand and this cylinder. But if there is friction, it will roll like this, right? It will roll like this because of friction. Clear? Yes. Front wheel will not move. It will just stay like this. But if there is friction, it will rotate. It is rotating because of friction. So, front wheel ka friction is backward. So this is a very advanced concept which we ask sometimes in interviews, some class 11 students, and that's why. Okay, got it? Okay. Back wheel is friction is forward. Why? Because you are trying to move the back wheel, and back wheel is going like this. Friction is working here. Front wheel you are not trying to move. When you are taking it forward, front wheel would have gone forward without friction. But because there is friction, it is moving it like this, right? Yeah, Harsim, I have exhausted everything, whatever there on the table, है Yes, it will wear out if there is no friction. Correct. Chalo, ठीक है. So bicycle thing is clear. Let's come back to our syllabus. Chalo, come on guys, come on. Let's come back to our syllabus. Focus. Friction as an evil. Friction is a bad thing. True. Cycle tires, they get wear and tear. They become flat. Initially, they have nice grips like this. But with time, they become smooth, flat. Soles of your shoes, they also wear and tear, and you start slipping. Dhap se, hai na? So that's why. This is the evil thing. In machines mein, there is friction and there is wear and tear. So that's why our appliances in which there are moving parts, they become, you have to change the parts after few years. No, because of friction only. Hai na? It's a necessary evil. So this is the problem with friction. But sir, it means friction is a bad thing. No. Bhai, bina friction ke to life is not possible. All these things are friction. Friction is a necessary evil. Without friction, I will not be able to walk, not be able to hold this pen, not be able to stand. I can't do anything. That is why friction is very important, but evil also. So we normally end up saying it's a necessary evil. Nice. What factors does affect friction? Weight of the body and roughness of the surface. Okay? Yes. So increasing friction. To increase the friction, so I told you factors are you increase the weight or you make a surface more rough. Grips. In bat, you have those grips, na? We just used to slide these grips. और उसके बाद बोलते थे now it's good to hold. Weightlifters, they put this powder kind of thing. It's not exactly powder. So it is to increase their grip. Decreasing friction. Wherever you want to decrease friction, what do we use? Lubricants. Smoothening the surface, है ना? Yes. Chandni, correct. See, class 11th mein, what will come? The weight will be balanced with normal force. That's why we say mu n. But today, I won't say normal. I won't even say talk normal to you. Because that is not something, you will get confused. Okay? So, if you know, it's good. But you might get confused with class 11 questions. So, that's why. Focus. Why does rough surface have more irregularities? That is how it is. Rough है क्योंकि उसमें irregularity ज़्यादा है. That is why, है ना? Okay. Why do meteorites burn when entering into the atmosphere? अच्छा ये बताओ. Meteorites, you all know. These small rocks coming from space. but we don't get anything. All of them, people say all of them burn in the atmosphere. Pressure, gravity, high pressure. Yes, Manya. That is like a smoothing thing. Gravity and friction. Air friction. Air friction is the thing. Air friction. So you all know, right? Friction produces heat. Air friction is melting these rocks. This much is the air friction, right? But air friction is not the normal friction, we call it. It is more like a drag, right? So we call it fluid. By air ho gaya. If there is air or liquid, so both of them combined, we call them fluids. So fluids together are called as, they have drag. The friction in fluids we call as drag, right? So drag. These are examples of drag. So who affects fluid friction? Yes, correct. Who affects fluid friction? And by the way, on the weekend, I gave you the video of Burj Khalifa. That was about drag force only, right? Remember? Shape of the object. Shape of objects. Factors affecting fluid. So this is a very easy thing. So you can try it. You take a piece of paper, right? You take a piece of paper like this and leave it. Nicely it is floating. But if I just make a ball out of it and release it, shape matters, right? So that's why shape of the object. Non-streamlined car, streamlined car. So streamlining increased means friction decreased. Got it? Nature of medium pe I'm coming. Nature of medium means, I would say, how, I won't call the word viscous, that's class 11th. I will say how dense or how thick the medium is. You know, right? Shahad, honey and water. Which one is thicker? Sir, honey. It will have more drag. Getting it? Right? So, nature of medium means thicker the medium, more is the drag force. So, honey is thicker, more viscosity, or I would say more air, more drag force. So, this is about nature of friction, right? Thick fluid, more density, more is the friction. Okay? टेलीग्राम चैनल का जलविंदर लिंक वहां पे है डिस्क्रिप्शन में. स्पीड, इफ मोर इज द स्पीड, मोर इज द ड्रैग. अच्छा, दिस इज समथिंग विच आई विल टेल यू, बट यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल. मैंने ये उसमें बताया था बुर्ज खलीफा वाली वीडियो में कि व्हेन यू आर इन अ कार और अ बस और अ ट्रेन, यू जस्ट टेक स्मॉल बिट ऑफ योर हैंड आउट, थोड़ा सा बस, ज्यादा नहीं, ये इट इज डेंजरस. यू पुट योर हैंड लाइक दिस, है ना, यू पुट योर हैंड लाइक दिस, it goes ऐसे फट 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 air, but you place your hand like this, nicely it just goes. So that's why speed of the object, if the speed of your car increases, more is the drag force. If the speed is less, less is the drag force, right? So commercial aircraft, bullet trains, all these are speedily moving objects. They have more drag force, and that is why reducing speed is not an option. भाई हमको जल्दी तो पहुंचना है ना, ये थोड़ी बोलेंगे सर प्लेन को हल्का कर दीजिए. You won't say that. You have to reach fast. Means the way is to reduce the drag force by streamlining the body. That is why they have these bullet-like shapes. है ना? Nice. So that's why people, this is about friction. Let's summarize. Friction is what? A force affecting relative motion or opposing relative motion. Cause क्या होते हैं? Interlocking irregularities, bond formation. We know rolling is the lowest, static is the highest. Sliding बीच में आता है. Friction is a necessary evil. It is a friend, it is a foe. Foe मतलब enemy. ठीक है? It is a friend, it's a foe. Alright. Then fluid friction or drag. This is important. Yes, aerodynamics. Correct. Ball bearings. Ball bearings का reason है, if let's say I take two objects and I slide them, it is sliding friction. But if I put rollers in between them, right? है ना? It will become rolling friction. So ball bearings are actually converting sliding friction into rolling friction. That is ball bearing, है ना? Definition of fluid friction, just say drag, है ना? The friction we experience in a fluid is called as fluid friction or drag. This is important because this is where the question normally comes. Factors affecting fluid friction: shape of the object, nature of medium, and speed with respect to the medium. ठीक है? Shape, I gave you very easy example, है ना? Tissue paper, just without folded, normally if you just drop it, it goes like floating, है ना? If you just crush it, it goes like this. Shape matters. So shape, nature of medium, how thick the medium is, and third is how much speed is there of the body. है ना? If you are moving fast, you will experience more drag, and that is why the meteors they get melted, they get destroyed. Why? इतना speed है, इतना air drag होता है, इतना heat generate हुआ, it got melted. That's why, है ना? Yes. Static into sliding. Static into sliding is easy, no? If you have a body, you are pushing it. There is more friction. You are not able to move it. The moment you cross your force to a limit, it moves. Now it becomes easy to move it. Bas wahi hai, sliding to static, right? So, people, I hope you understand. We have got you covered, right? We are covering everything nicely. You have to be regular. You have to be subscribed to the channel. That's why. Next session is top 10 NCERT questions on 9th of August, 6 p.m. मजा आएगा ना? Right? Okay, so this is for you. And 14th of August, important date. क्या होगा? मुझे नहीं पता. I don't know. But the hint is this picture for you, right? 7th of August, we all come together and tell you what exactly in the 14th of August, right? Yes, Harsimran, true, correct. Now, you are asking, sir, notes, Telegram group. Link is there in the description. You click on that. You be a part of Telegram group. It's important. वहाँ फालतू बातें नहीं होती हैं. We only talk about notes. We only talk about important things, questions. बस no spamming. ठीक है? Right? And last but not the least, this is something I want to make you understand. Like, very important. है ना? Just like the video if you think it is good. All right? You share it. Don't be greedy. Share it with your friends. If you feel that they will also be helpful with it, right? ठीक है? उनको भी मदद मिलेगा. And subscribe, because whatever we do, you will only get to know if you are a subscriber. Na? Subscribe is something you are a part of the family. So make sure you are a part of this family. Alright? So people, thanks for joining, and we'll meet each other again in the next session. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep enjoying. Masti se sab ho jayega. Just relax. Chalo, bye bye.